So, like, say an average, like, say 2,000 square foot home, what would that mean as far as money savings and energy savings if, like the old style where everything was leaky, like you've been showing us, and the new style where it's completely retrofit? You know, how much money do you think they would be saving?
Oh my God! We just saw the refrigerator. That's an example of just $450 a year.
Yeah.
You could literally save thousands of dollars a year. And we're talking about energy that you're saving, and there's ways to calculate it out where you can say, okay, if I change all this stuff, how many years will it take me to reap my returns? Could be 20 years if you do a complete retrofit on an existing house. And that's why some of the programs that have been put out are financed up to 20 years, because it may take that time to do the recovery. But it depends on the nature of the retrofit that you're doing. But the savings is thousands of dollars.
So if it was financed, it might actually balance out right away?
Yes. Yeah. And then also the other factor is that we're talking strictly about yourself, but then when you start looking at the embedded energy that you're saving, it just goes off the chart. Because now we're not firing up that plant in the middle of summer to compensate for those peak energy loads, because now we've got an efficient house.
Yeah.
We fire up that plant, and you know, when we had those brownouts, those rolling brownouts were because we had to fire up those big plants. And so there's some big problems with energy right now, and it's only going to get worse.
Yep.
So to manage those energy issues on a statewide and, you know, nationwide and worldwide, we've got to become more energy efficient. We have to become more energy efficient. And that's with regards to water as well, particularly here in California, but right now, but the world, there's huge water issues as well. An example, if you look at this laundry machine here, beautiful laundry machine, very efficient, very water efficient. But if we just take a moment and say, well, how much embedded water is in this particular machine, just this dryer? There's approximately 26,000 gallons of water it took to build just this one piece of equipment. So you ask yourself, why are aquifers dropping? They're dropping because the aquifers are dropping because we're using so much water in the manufacturing process, and nobody's being accountable for it.
Wow.
So once, right. So next year, I guarantee at Earth Day, we're going to be talking about embedded energy on a lot of stuff. We're just getting up to speed on it now.
Yeah.
So we just talked about embedded energy in this particular embedded water in this particular unit. But there's...
You said 26,000 gallons in that unit of embedded energy?
This section here.
Just that?
Just the dryer.
Wow.
So you ask yourself, okay, well maybe I could dry my clothes on a line. But then you say, well, maybe we need policy changes, because in the city of Santa Barbara, you can't put up a clothesline in your side yard setbacks.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of issues we're dealing with here. So not only does it take place on the level of the home, it also has to take place on the government level. So we're dealing with policy changes and those types of things as well.
Awesome.
So there's a lot of work we've got to do.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
This is our bathroom.
Okay, cool.
And bathroom, here's an example of a concrete countertop. Again, much more efficient to put something like this in than a granite countertop, because there's less energy required to produce this than it would be to mine out, say, granite or produce tile. This backsplash, again, recycled glass, like we talked about in the kitchen, and low flow fixtures. These particular, the intent was to show a really nice design, so you could say, hey, I can be green, but also have kind of a cool design as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Again, the cabinetry, we're dealing with the FSC wood, which is Forest Stewardship Council materials. The toilet, key with the toilet is that we've got dual flush toilet. And number one, number two?
Number one, number two. That's easy to remember.
Huge. I mean, we talked about low flow toilets. Now we're starting to get really efficient with toilets.
Yeah.
This almost saves about 60% of your water now, over and above what you were doing with the low flow toilets.
Wow.
We've got a urinal, waterless urinal. You've seen them in commercial buildings.
They have them in Whole Foods.
Now they're starting in residential.
Very cool.
And
flooring. Are these the same, the toilets?
Yeah, these are, again, low flow toilets. Are bringing in, actually the display is finished out, so they're just bringing them in. But
they've been using those on the lawn all day. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Hi. So the floors you were saying?
The floor is a marmoleum, and it's made out of minerals and low VOC products, so that it's much more earth friendly as well.
Awesome.
Again, so we kind of touched every area, and then of course the paint.
The paint. What is the paint?
Again, low VOC, meaning it doesn't have volatile compounds in there that'll come out and affect your health. So pretty cool.
Awesome.
Oh, the light. We've got the light.
Oh, lights. Okay.
And this is the only light I think that we have in here.
Yeah.
And this is an LED light. And actually at our display we have a small solar panel, only this big, and we've got 4 of those lights lit.
Nice.
Just by a small solar panel. So very, maybe, this may use maybe 10 watts power.
Wow.
So
really
it's
low.
very easy to run.
So if someone wants more information about the granite tops, how can they get a hold of you?
They can get me on my website at wardbuilding.net.
Wardbuilding.net.
Wardbuilding.net. Just click on the button and then for more information, and it goes to me.
Awesome. Thank you for your time, Wayne.
No problem.
All right, then. Okay, so tell us a little about yourself and what you're doing in this house.
I'm Shannon Scott. Look at that.
Yeah.
Shannon Scott Design, and I have a business in San Ynez. We do work all over the place, so focused on hospitality and residential sustainable interior design. And we did the living room, bedroom space here, which is starting to get a bit torn down. But
Sure.
the floor is about a 100-year-old pine, heart pine, came out of a old factory in New Jersey that was getting torn down.
Oh.
And they were beams, so it's been remilled into wood flooring. This is a company
It's
called
beautiful.
Carlisle. Yeah, it's absolutely stunning.
It really is.
So they've gone back in and kind of made some of these marks here to give it some more character. But
Yeah.
all the nail head and stuff, I mean, that's just all original. So that's the beauty of an old floor.
Wow.
It has a combination of a no VOC stain on it and a very low VOC finish that's been added, and hand rubbed wax.
Cool.
All the furniture in here is made out of reclaimed woods. Some of the pieces in particular, like the bed, is a company out of LA that both manufactures there, and all the wood comes locally from LA. So
beautiful.
super localized. And the cabinet here, TV cabinet, this is my double reclaimed piece. This was made by my cabinet maker up in Gilton, Bartlett's. And what he did is, these are leftover wood from 3 different projects. So we did a wine tasting bar with him. We had all this leftover scrap wood that's like on the face of the cabinet on the top.
Okay.
And so all those little leftover pieces we've incorporated into a new cabinet.
Wow.
And then the trim pieces came from one of his other projects that he used. The feet on it were a fallen tree up in the San Luis area where a guy takes these and mills them into wood. So it's been reused and reused. And then the interior is all UV coated maple plywood. It's all FSC certified.
And it's really gorgeous.
It's gorgeous.
I mean, you would not expect like triple refurbished, reused wood to look like that.
Yeah, he's put super high quality hardware on here. He's done all the venting.
Beautiful.
And areas. They're adjustable shelves. You can feel the finish. This is a really low VOC finish. The first time he's used it, he's excited about this new product that just came out. The walls are Vasari plaster, which is just this beautiful, beautiful plaster. The guy's here local in Santa Barbara, lived in Europe for 7 years, is doing it on the old, limestone and marble that's been crushed down, and the old techniques. You can use this even in a shower. It's mildew resistant. When it's drying, it actually is pulling in carbon dioxide.
Wow.
And as far as cost, it's amazing. Like I've done projects where you've got drywall, and then you got to put a plaster coat, and then you got to paint it, and then you're going to faux finish it to try and look like this.
Yeah.
Right.
Where this is the one-step process, and it's
like
cost-wise, it's a real thing, and cost-wise, it's much less money. And the homeowner or the business, whoever, can literally, if you get a scratch, you can buff it out, you can sand it out, put it back. Where if you have a faux finish, it's you have to paint the whole thing over. So it's an amazing product. He's here locally, and so I'm really excited to be starting to work with him.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
He did some of the exterior plaster and the planters as well.
So you help people. So people would seek you for help with wanting to do something like this.
Yeah, we do both homes and businesses. We do hotels, museums, restaurants, so kind of the hospitality market and homes.
Awesome. If someone wanted to get a hold of you, how can they reach you?
They can reach me, Shannon Scott Design. We have a website, which is shannonscottdesign.com.